Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. What do we call it? Friday Eve. This is Gigi, and I had to get out here and get my walk on. We've had some rainy, rainy mornings, and it's very cloudy, but it's not raining. It may rain, so I'm going to get it done between the raindrops. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're rejoicing and we're glad in it. Oh my goodness. You know, I just can't believe that we're getting ready to go into a brand new year already. I always say as we get older, look like the days go by faster and faster. And in a few days, we're going to be in 2024. And as I said before, I don't really make resolutions, but one thing that I kind of do a review of the year. Last night I was looking at one of these programs. They talk about the year 2023, what happened over the years, different things, that has happened in our nation and around the world. And the thing that I do is evaluate what has happened during the year, because I want to improve on whatever happened this year as I go into a new year. And I was thinking about Psalm 90:12, and it says, "So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom." And that's what we do. We should look over our days, count our days, and whatever we learn, we need to apply wisdom to it so we can even get better. And my gem nugget today is to go from bitter to better. There's only one difference in those two words, and that's the letter I and the letter E. You have the letter I in bitter, and you have the letter E in better. And I preached a message on this one time, because we can choose to dwell on the I that I call injury or insult, or all these things that were negative that happened, or we can learn from it and be educated, apply, apply wisdom to it, and get better. I'm reminded of Naomi and Ruth, because Naomi was Ruth's mother-in-law. And many of you know the story that they went to the land of Moab, and Naomi's husband died, her two sons died, and plus there were two daughter-in-laws, and Opah, she chose to stay in Moab, but Ruth chose to go back with Naomi. But Naomi had gotten bitter, just like life does to us. There are some things that have happened in 2023 that may have left us bitter. Maybe we lost a loved one. Maybe the money was looking funny. Maybe relationships, maybe our health wasn't where it should be. And Naomi had got to the point, she said, "Don't call me Naomi no more, call me Mara, because I'm bitter at heart." But the wonderful thing that happened when they got back, Ruth and Naomi, instead of Naomi wallowing in her misery, she helped Ruth to move on to her next level. And in the process, Naomi was blessed, just like Ruth in a lot of ways. Because, a lot of times, misery loves company. And Naomi could have chosen to stay bitter over what had happened to her in the past. But she learned from those experiences, and she chose to help Ruth. And in the meantime, she turned around and got blessed. So, that's my gem nugget today. Oh man, there's so many things we know that has happened in our personal lives, in the world, across the country, that could make us just bitter. But let's learn, let's move on into 2024 and just get better. I love Hezekiah Walker's song. It's going to get better. You know why it's going to get better? Because God is in control. Oh my goodness. I'm looking forward to 2024. So go from 2023, whatever that baggage it was that you had in 2023, let that go. Let that bitterness go. Let that injury go. Let that insult go. And go and get educated. Learn from what happened this year and get better. Oh my goodness. Let me remind you, please join Pastor James Gilmore Sr. this evening for life study. Life study, where we not only study the Word of God, uh, but we want to apply it to our everyday life. This is the last life study for this year, 2023. So tune in on Facebook Live and the Gem Nugget channel at 7 p.m. Subscribe to the Gem Nugget channel. Share it with someone. Like it. Oh my goodness. We're just looking forward. 2023 has been a wonderful year. You know, I think about no matter how the worst that it could have been, God still blessed. God still blessed. And we need to, I think about that song that said, my good days outweigh my bad days, so I won't complain. And you know, some people, we need to thank God for what he has done. I remember somebody said, you know, some people be crying with a loaf of bread under their arms, although they've been blessed. Maybe it wasn't all, it could have been more, but we've been blessed. If you're looking at me, if you're breathing, if you're moving, if you have your right mind, you've been blessed. You had a good year. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You had a little something to eat on the table, and you could do some things. Oh my gosh, you were blessed. But let's go from bitter to better in 2024. Bye-bye.